reactions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Baltimore Ravens.
Mike Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. The start he was hoping for there as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Jackson from the shotgun. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The sack there by Bradley Chubb.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. He's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
At the 35-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, Herbert able to find his running back, Geis. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve. And that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
this is Geis, and he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, Geis. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
3rd down.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And incomplete here to bring up 4th down as the rookie couldn't hold it in.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
After the made field goal, Badgley back out there for the kickoff. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Here's Jackson. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play action fake.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. And that'll set him back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Jackson. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they'll walk him back half the distance. So a free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. This is fielded at the 27. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Now it's Herbert. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, L.A. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers get the quick strike touchdown. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get. And it's just so strange to see that go up on the board. And then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
From the 27, Jackson. Catches made by Marquise Brown. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
It's not often that you'll find offensive and defensive guys that'll agree on much, but one place they find common ground, you've got to protect or attack the middle of the field. And no one was there. What a big play, moving it downfield.
Jackson throwing on target to Brown. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Here's Jackson to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
Jackson's pass, intended for number 29, incomplete. Makes it 2nd and 10.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jackson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Ravens, nothing.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Shotgun handoff now to Geis. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
It's
They're going for it. Here's Herbert. He's got his tight end fan. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Facing a fourth down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion. Geis. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now they try the right side here. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. Second and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving the running back a crease to run through. And that's a nice job to hold them just a couple and force a 3rd down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Following the penalty, it's Geis. And some space here. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
18-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
The 14-yard line.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. From the gun, Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Jackson's
only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 11.
He may try and run for this. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Now a hit and a loose football.
And that's what friends are for.
Right? As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Herbert. And he comes back with one complete. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Chargers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, Herbert. And that's caught by Smith. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Herbert off of play action. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield.
Oh, get the fuck out of here. Come on, man. Y'all tripping.
So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Fielded at about the 28. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
What a way to start a drive. An excellent run, a tone setter, and now if you want to take a shot on 2nd down and go play action and make it look like the same exact play and throw it over the top, you can do so because you've established the run in a big way.
On 2nd and a couple. Jackson, that's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues. So that'll back him up 5. Play action. It's Jackson. Steps away to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Joey Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season.
That was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon. After the sack on 1st down, Jackson, quick hitter here, it's complete.
Oh, come on, Chubb.
Now a stoppage, and we've got Chubb shaken up on the play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. From midfield now, here's Jackson.
Good fucking play.
Incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this 1st half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. Operating from the gun, Jackson dancing to his left. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. After the turnover, here's Herbert. He's got his big time.
Come on, man. I know there's no fucking holding him.
Flag down as he gets only about a
The
yard.
fuck, man?
And let's listen in on the call. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. From the gun, Herbert. He gets it in the hands of Geis. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run with Geis. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
38-yard line.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This officially a 55-yard attempt. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on the line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. So we have reached halftime intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. This will make it into the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half.
Damn, I ain't want to go there.
That we've had guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a run with Geis. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Just beat the play clock. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. That's pulled in at the 32. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, Charles, they trail by a couple of scores, but if they could put a good drive together here and go a long way toward getting them back in this football game.
And if you're looking at a checklist of things that they need to do in the second half, job number one was getting a stop, wasn't it? So, big check right there. Now they want to see if their offense can build on that momentum.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And he'll give it here to his running back. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped.
Come on, man. Who hurt now?
35. Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now a handoff working right. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
From the 31, Jackson. Andrews with it complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 12-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you expect it to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. The mistakes continuing to pile up, and it looked like they were going to be able to eat into that deficit. Instead, now the deficit is even larger.
Yeah, they were on a march with a chance to get back within a score, but now that deficit continues to grow.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Good play.
Going deep for Brown. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens cut into that lead. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Herbert. Off to Geis on the screen. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 7 yards there and a first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Geis. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Patrick Queen.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them? And do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Operating from the gun. Herbert got his open man. It's Carr. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
First down, Chargers.
A couple of first downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. From the gun, Herbert.
Damn, this nigga pulled it like 4 feet.
Turnover would have really helped there.
Shit,
Almost
man,
intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And we're in Baltimore. 3rd quarter action, 2nd and 10. To throw again. Herbert. Yeah, he'll find Hall. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Again, Herbert. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Carr. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for L.A. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for L.A. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Oh, it's picked. That is a pick.
Nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
The Ravens on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun. Jackson. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Incomplete. Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down.
Oh, come on. I know they ain't called pass interference.
Picked off by Sidney Jones.
Boy, they saving this motherfucker.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. So call off the pick 6.
Everything looked right. It looked like it was in their favor. Returned it for a touchdown, as you just described. But instead, the penalty for interference nullifies everything.
Come on. Come on. They get mad.
2nd down.
Okay.
I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They got to do a little bit.
You can give me that one, though. Let's go.
Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 26, 30. 10, and he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Taken in the end zone. And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. Yeah, this is going to put them back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 13. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. The Ravens on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Andrews. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air. Now a throw here to his running back. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And Jackson throwing once more. Open man is Duvernay. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up
to throw again on second down. Jackson, he's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
Brandon, a lot of times you'll see running backs rotate in and out of the game, whether it's completed pass, a good run, it doesn't matter. Here, not only does he stay in, but they go right back to him. And he makes another nice play. Back-to-back catches.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
It's throw incomplete. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver. And that'll make it third down. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Jackson will throw again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Andrews, and he'll be out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the Ravens get a bit closer.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
it doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Geis with the carry on 2nd down. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. They're down here in the 4th, and that person...
I ain't gonna lie, they fucked you this game, Ray.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit,
shit.
Frustration. Not a good play.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
Oh, he read this shit.
Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, Throw it, it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
Escaping the pressure. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. From the gun, it's Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Devin Duvernay. It's a gain of 8.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
First and 10 at the 48.
On first and 10, it's Jackson. Side complete. That's Andrews. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Jackson from the shotgun, going for it all. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So with under 30 seconds to play, this is the game right here.
Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
44-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. They stay on the ground. Geis again. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long. This is Geis. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a fourth down.
No gain on the play. It's now fourth down.
So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers. And this not always an easy proposition, Charles. You had a West Coast team that traveled east, but they got the job done.
And there's so much that goes into it because your body time and your body clock different from what you're used to west, because if you go east, you're going to lose up to 3 hours, right? So is your body going to be awake when it's time to play? A lot of teams actually rehearse it. They practice it. Maybe the week of the game, they move everything up to that time frame so guys get used to doing it that way. I remember when I played at Tennessee, when we had to go from east to west, our trainer Tim Karen said, leave your watches on East Coast time. Every piece of information we got was East Coast Standard Time.